Go.
Okay, so welcome back. Yeah, so you're going to be using quite a lot of explosives then.
Yep.
All right, Krios, do you want to do this solo or do you want teamwork? Well, mucking about with Vern's arsenal.
Well, I assume it needs a demolitions check to make. Well, I want to make a remote detonator.
Mm-hmm.
And failing that, actually no. I'll make a timed detonator. And I'm not using all of them because I'm going to put the next ones on a floor higher up. Because I imagine, like, oh yeah, we're not. Wait, has Joe started again? Or am I being an idiot?
Sorry, what?
Did Joe start recording again?
Yes, he did.
Okay, sorry, I was just being a fool there. Yes, I imagine this big fuel container is like the fuel tank of a large ship that they're going to have basically ballast points to stop the whole thing just going up in flames. So I want to destroy multiple parts of it.
Okay, so you said you want to take half of his demolition charges. That would be 10 kilos of demolition charge.
Actually, let me just do a logic or tech or whatever it would be to see how much force is going to be needed to actually break through this container. Because thinking about it, 10 kilograms of explosives is a fuck ton, but this is the massive fuel tank in a hive in Warhammer. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing was made like a meter thick titanium.
I also remember it's breaking down, so there's that.
There's that.
Okay. Yes, because of the decay, you feel confident that even 1 kilo at a structurally weak point will do the job. But do you want to spend all that time looking for structural weak points, or do you want to just do best effort and get a move on?
I was probably going to put 2 bunches of 3 and 2 bunches of 2 at just so 4 gem bunches at northeast southwest. Just make sure that I'm blowing it up from all sides. Because if there's only 1 point, I don't know, it could shut that shit down and fucking no. Nothing's going to be able to contain that. Yeah, just all at 1 point.
Yeah.
So all 10 at 1 point.
Yes.
Okay. And how long do you want to spend looking for this point, or are you just going to, first point you reach?
I'll give it a minute of searching around the thing.
Okay. Give me a search roll then. Is anyone helping Krios with this?
If Vern, well, yeah, because I imagine Vern having all these fucking bombs, I will happily have his explosives roll assist me.
Yep, I will try.
Ooh.
Try that big spot of rust.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's mighty orange.
Yeah, Haley, there's a part where you're almost sure you can, like, if you were to poke it with your hand, you might cause it to crumble.
There you go.
Don't be silly. You can't find a place where he's like, oh, Jesus Christ, that's a nice place.
Jesus Christ, there's a hole.
Tyler goes, who's this Jesus Christ? Krios goes, shh, I read it in a book once, just don't say anything.
Emperor's alter ego.
By the way, did anyone watch that new episode?
Yes. All right, so, great. So, Vern, you've been requested to be the assistant in the bomb rigging role, so you will roll first then.
Okay.
DC of 59.
Bless you, that Vern has failed me again.
Can I fate that?
Fate? Yes, indeed.
Okay, better.
Okay, so you also get the plus 10 for the... and so He's going to offer you a plus 15 to your roll, Krios.
Okay. Ooh.
So that would be 15 plus 2 plus 63. Yikes. So 88. What do you know? Magical number. So yeah, 6 degrees of success. And I imagine you want to put those bonus degrees of success into penetration rather than dispersal?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much yes.
Okay. So 10 kilos worth of explosive, and I'm just going to mark that with a token layer yellow circle.
Thinking on it now, how difficult would it be to make a
A what?
Yes, at the risk of killing the entire party, which if I do, I truly apologize. I want to make a device, if I have it, if there's anything around that I can do this with. I don't know how feasible this is, so that if it is tampered with, it goes pop.
An anti-tampering device. Okay.
Because I can just imagine someone walking past and going, "What the fuck is this?"
You will need to roll first a tech use roll. Actually, even then, I'm going to say you'd have to first roll a common war tech, just to see if you know how to make this thing, and then the tech use. And
I know.
Okay, you definitely know. Great. Now give me the roll to cobble one together. And just so you are aware, you'll also have to roll another demolitions test to successfully install it without detonating your explosives.
It's all right. I've still got a fate point, guys.
You kill us, I swear to God, I will never play another game with you ever again.
Okay, the tech use is successful, because you've got such incredible bonuses to it anyway. You've successfully created your device. Now to install it.
I am going to use my fate point now, because
Okay.
I want this shit to work.
All right, Krios is now out of fate.
Invoking Henry's name always works.
You look at your las cannon for solace.
I look at it and I see a certain capacitor that is used in the trigger mechanism, and just go, "Shit, you're right, Henry. Oh, fuck this T82. I'm using a T15. Yeah, the T82. That's
Okay.
Oh, that would have gone badly."
So it's actually going to be a while Vern, Krios, and Haley are, let me just move your tokens actually into the room, are mucking about. The rest of you, are you going to proceed down the hallway? Are you going to wait? Are you going to explore some of the rooms you've already been in?
That's a good question that I hadn't really thought about. You said the rooms all looked abandoned, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ariane's gonna wait around.
I'm gonna go into the dormitories and search it.
Okay.
Because I have nothing better to do during this whole time. Awareness or search?
Search roll, yeah.
I think I missed by one with that.
Well, I think you get the bonus to your perception, so...
60 and half of that, because I don't think search is trained, would be 30.
No, search is trained.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Let's see, when did we add it to your character?
Probably from the beginning, and I've never used it.
Yeah, it's you got it at rank 2.
So, at the beginning, and I just have never used it. Okay, well then I lied. That would be 2 degrees of success.
So while mucking about in the dormitory, you are going to find a nice-looking hand cannon, actually, that's looking... well, give me an evaluate roll for it.
Okay, I guess I do know something about this gun.
Yeah. Okay. It is a Carnodon. There is a bit of grime on it, but the quality of the metal actually is pretty much top notch. You've seen better being a noble, but just to find this lying around in a dormitory, this was probably someone's prized possession. Kind of odd that it's left alone in someone's footlocker. Maybe they had to leave in a hurry. You check it; it's fully loaded right now. As much as you... okay, also give me a ballistics roll.
Yes, I have no ballistic skills. Oh, so close. Oh, wait. I think it's only 27. Yeah, it's only 27. So stinking close.
So as much as you can tell, this is a good gun in good working order. Probably be a good sell if you want to fork it off to someone afterwards. Or for now, it would make a decent sidearm.
I'm going to keep it.
Okay. So I'm adding a good quality Carnodon to your character sheet.
Woohoo.
And let me just see. It is a heavier pistol. So you are already pushing your carry limit. However, you've got a toughness of 3. So if you go 3 hours overburdened, you might suffer fatigue.
Or maybe I'll pawn it off on Haley again. For the moment, I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, I'm saying you can go 3 hours before you have to worry about being overburdened.
Sweet. And then I can pawn it off on Haley. Okay. Is there any extra ammo in the footlocker that I can tell?
Yeah, you'll find 3 spare mags.
Sweet. I, of course, will pick those up as well.
Okie doke. And so Ariane, you're just presently waiting?
That's the notion.
Okay.
Waiting for these idiots to finish up whatever they're doing.
Idiots?
I mean, they're blowing up the field line or blowing a hole in the field line or whatever.
Not yet.
Let us compare intelligence scores and then we will see who is the idiot.
Yeah, let us compare.
They're setting an explosive device so that they have a fail-safe if the rest of the plan doesn't go.
Oh, and then
I'm
very sorry.
They're blowing up the field line. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. A very important thing I forgot to mention. The timer is 2 hours.
Shit. Wait,
no, not 2 hours. What was the number I said for like how long to give us before to just continue and fucking destroy the tower? Was it like half an hour, maybe an hour?
Yeah, I think you said basically if they don't hear from you in an hour after being deployed, assume the worst.
All right, and I'll set this for an hour. So it's going to go 10 minutes after that.
Well, are you sure we'll be able to, check this place fully in an hour?
Well, I think time is of the essence here.
Yeah, but,
Vern isn't eager to die, it seems.
Yeah, I'm not eager to, blow myself up because we underestimated the time we needed to, clear this tower.
Well, I'm happy to hear all ideas.
I mean, few hours at least would be a good idea in my books. I mean, we said that hour from we're not heard, they start bombarding this place.
Speaking of which, you guys arrived at the tower, but you haven't radioed back. You've basically been radio silent since arriving.
We probably should say something to them.
Good point, well made.
Yeah, I mean, 2-3 hours maybe.
All right, fuck it, let's make it 3 hours then, because I am now doubting myself.
Doubty McDoubt.
Yeah, the thing is, if we set it for 1 hour and that we told them that they should assume the worst if they haven't heard from us in 1 hour, doesn't that mean that, like, if we manage to contact them in an hour's time and say, hey, everything's okay, and then it blows up 10 minutes later?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, my thinking was we'd be done by then. I don't know.
I think an hour is not enough time.
I mean, we're just fanning the first floor, and we've used, probably like 20-30 minutes?
15, I'd say.
Mm.
All right, well, that's settled. Let's keep going. As I said, as I keep trying to say, time is of the fucking essence.
Yeah. I don't disagree on that. Time is most of the fucking essence here. No, having too little time. And besides, if somebody goes and fiddles up with your thing, it should explode, right?
What was that?
If somebody goes and fiddles up with your explosive, it should blow up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what's the problem?
Hey, I am fine. There is no problem.
Things go boom.
Okay. So you guys are going to proceed down the way, et cetera, et cetera?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I at least show someone with some ballistics knowledge the gun I found?
Yeah, who did you want to
let's
try
assume-
to approach with it?
Talia?
Talia will say yes.
I was wondering if you could take a look at this.
It's a
And-
gun.
She'll hand the carnadine to Talia.
She'll look awkwardly at Tyrion. It's a gun.
Well, I'm not sure if it's in working condition because, Nurgle, she wouldn't say that out loud. Because of the infestation that's in the tower.
There's some excellent soldiers that probably know more about it than I do.
Okay, fine. She'll go up to Grace and ask.
Okay. And I'll just do a private roll for Grace. Yeah, I don't like those kind of guns. I prefer, something with a larger magazine size, that has rapid fire capacity, and that can shoot for, a greater range than the pistol can.
Well, I happen to like melee weapons, and I was looking for a sidearm. And wanted to make sure this was going to work and not explode in my face when I tried to use it.
All right, here, let me have a hand on it.
She'll hand it over to Grace.
Okay, and there's Grace there. Ballistics.
Oh. I did better.
She's going to say, I doubt it's going to explode in your face, but okay, I hear someone, from playing a plastic bag. Okay, sorry, she's going to say, I don't think it's going to explode in your face, but really, I wouldn't rely on something like this. It doesn't look that good to me. Haley, you'd be nearby the front or near the rear?
Well, Haley's the next person I'm going to go and look to. Because I think I gave Haley my other pistol. So, if
I'm
worse comes to
asking
worse...
Haley where you are right now, Joe. Or the other way, I'm asking Joe where Haley is right now. Yes, I'll ask Haley where Joe is. Okay, so she's not near the conversation anyway. If you want to be overhearing it, you'd have to roll. Okay.
Hey, Haley.
People, remember to move your tokens, please.
Hello. Yes.
I found this, and I want to know if it works.
I
She'll hand the
kind of
shotgun.
just look at her. You picked up something in this tower.
Yeah.
All right. Ballistics then?
Yeah, well, okay, evaluate if you want to tell the quality of it. Ballistics if you want to make sure it's a functional weapon.
All right.
Yeah, it's a damn fine, good quality.
For Christ's
Armagon.
sakes, I can't even know. I figure out if it works or not.
Are you going to state that or leave it?
You owe me one.
Okay, Haley faded for Tyrion after all the crap Tyrion put her through in the past.
Hey, I
So
gave
yeah,
her a gun.
it's a
That's all I
good
have to say.
quality Carnodon pistol. It looks like it's been able to stave off whatever it is that's eating away at the walls here. A bit of the finish has, faded, so it's not mint condition, but then again, it could have faded years ago. Who knows how long this gun has been a hand-me-down for. There are a few common initials kind of just carved very, very small with like the talent of a scrimshaw on it. So it's had some tender love and care in the past. It looks like it's probably been passed down for quite a few generations. And at first you think it's jammed, but you give it a little tender love and care, and you're confident it'll fire true and fire right. It's going to work.
Well, it looks like you lucked out. If you want to keep it, though, I'd highly suggest taking it to a priest as soon as we're out of here.
Well, you know far better than I do.
Just to get it cleaned off.
If Vern had did this, or Haley would have said this to Vern, she would have just turned 360 and gave it to Haley. Clean it.
Okay, so was there anything else? Or are you guys basically going to the next door in the hall?
Yep.
Okay. Behind the next door will be a mess hall.
Ignore it, move on.
So no one wants to care to investigate the mess hall?
It's probably
No, not
messy,
really.
so no.
Nah.
Okay. Next door on the left will be the kitchen, attached to the mess hall.
Especially ignore it, move on. I don't trust Nurgle kitchens.
Okay. Who would have opened the door? The soldiers, I'm guessing? No one's volunteering?
Unless any of the soldiers would take the initiative, Vern would open the doors.
Well, who was given orders to open doors?
I would have made the team on point open doors. I would have probably suggested the soldiers, as I expect, or at least hope they are trained in doing, insertions or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to give 2 rolls here. And who would be near them as they're opening this door? Put your tokens where they should be.
Just a moment.
Oh, God, I accidentally made my chat window disappear. How do I re-enable it again?
Windows and chat would be...
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now, who is Shelby saying that to? Oh, to Krios, okay. Right, so Fungi, I'm going to say you're distracted with Shelby when people get to this door. So if you are going to make an awareness, you're going to be at a -10. Thanks, Shelby. And Vern, you said you were going to be at the door too, so you'll do an awareness?
Yep.
Okay, so Vern, you spot some movement in the corner of the kitchen.
I would do a. I wouldn't say anything. I would just basically elbow Sergeant Grace there, elbows, and basically point at the direction where I saw the movement.
Okay. And since she got a 40 with her previous roll, I'm going to say with your guidance, she'll actually be able to detect it as well. She'll motion with her hands for her men to drop down to their knees, and she'll indicate towards the target area. They will drop to their knees and ready their weapons. This is going to be pretty obvious for everybody that this is taking place unless you're like Krios and presently distracted by an annoying psyker in your head. So, Krios, give me an awareness roll, please. Okay. So it'll take you a moment, but you will eventually notice that something is going on. The soldiers are presently waiting for orders, though. Since Vern was the one who is there, who has apparently just gone AFK, did anyone want to step up, move into position, anything like that?
Ready, last cannon. But until Vern says something, I don't really want to. He seems in control of the situation. I don't want to have us all decide the battle plan. He gets back and goes, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Okay, so you're readying. Oh, there he is. Okay, so Vern, basically this is your show because the soldiers are looking to you for direction, unless you want Grace to go ahead.
Well, since this is her team, I would let her go first.
Okay, so you'll basically gesture after you to Grace?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She'll command her men to move up in advance, going from cover to cover. Basically, there's a lot of stainless steel cupboards and stoves and ovens and whatnot, except stainless steel, as I understand it, can rust given enough time, right?
To my knowledge, it couldn't rust, but given enough time, I guess it could degrade in some way.
Well, I thought that was the whole thing about stainless steel. It's not actually truly rust immune.
I'll happily say I'm not very. I'm
Okay, so
I think it's rust resistant, but not rust proof.
Okay, so this kitchen, for the most part, isn't as decayed looking as some of the other places, although the tile floor seems to be disintegrating as the soldiers step on it. So I'm going to have to do their move silent. And there's a crunch, crunch, crunch as they try to move into position.
And there's a cringe, cringe, cringe on the Vern's face. Although they don't see it. Since the helmet.
Okay. But nobody else is entering the room, just leaving the soldiers to do their thing?
Vern would stay at the door.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And yep. Okay. So they'll just keep advancing in a way that they're covering each other and checking corners and everything. Whatever the movement was, though, it seemed to have stopped. And the one soldier who is Anexos, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, will speak into his microbead. I assume you're all on the same channel. Would anyone have assisted Ariane in getting on the same microbead channel?
Yes, probably.
Well, that's nice of you.
Okay. So Gunnar Danbull reporting, there's nothing in here, ma'am. And just as he says that, there's a shrill shrieking sound, and he suddenly screams and startles, and his willpower. Yep. Okay. So he's screaming like a madman, and then his buddy, Pathius. Willpower for Pathius. He's not doing so well either. He ducks out. He stands out of cover and says, "What the hell's going on?" Yes, Sidar. So yeah, your Psyniscience is not going to help you in this case. That pulsating energy above you is too strong. Oh shit! I need the tokens for this. Whee, there they are.
They are?
Yes.
So
I'm
there's
hoping this is
multiple?
I'm hoping this is invisible to you, because if you guys can see what this thing is right now,
Well, they are currently.
Invisible.
I has an idea.
in size. That's odd. I thought it would have been smaller. Yeah, that's freaky. Oh, that's why, Herpader. Okay. There we go. That's more appropriate. Okay. Well, it's not exactly Pucosaurus Rex, but we'll just go ahead and use the old initiative from before. But Ariane, you may roll a fresh initiative for yourself.
I feel gypped by this.
Well, I didn't have an initiative score before, so you know.
Yeah.
You weren't here, man. You weren't here.
Well, fuck you.
So, do you have paranoia or
Yes.
wary?
I have paranoia.
Okay.
I
So,
believe.
looks like it would be
was
plus 5 for you then.
Yeah.
So 8 total. That'll put you just before Talia. So fresh start. How do I do that again? Thought there was a way to just start from the beginning all over again. But round? There we go. Okay. Shelby. Okay. Burn.
Well, probably they're looking into the fucking room. What the fuck they're screaming at?
So you're just going to be looking in the room. Give me a new awareness roll then. You see the one guy standing, Papias standing, pointing his gun frantically, trying to see what's going on. He can't see his buddy, though. Neither can you. Neither of you have line of sight on him.
Damn it. Well,
so are you going to do anything else? Sorry?
I'll pull out my shotgun for now and step inside.
Okay. Alrighty. Tyrion.
Probably out of the way.
Okay.
This is put up sneaky time.
Okay, so you can go ahead and give me your stealthies.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sorry, are you fading that, you said?
No. I used up my good rolls earlier, I think is what happened.
And where is Tyrion moving?
Oh, she was gonna go into the room.
Now, if you looked into the mess hall, you did see that there were 2 openings from the mess hall into the kitchen.
Right. And I think she's just gonna park herself like, oops, I should actually move myself. Like, right inside that doorway.
Okay, you can give me an awareness roll, too.
Be good. Well, that's not terrible.
All right. Again, you can see Papias. He's well, you can't see his expression on his face because he's got a gas mask on, but his body posture is telling you he's upset, he's agitated, and he doesn't know where to point his gun.
Okay.
It is now his turn, and he's going to shout out, Damble, what's going on? Damble will be screaming, get them off of me, get them off of me!
Get
No
them
comment?
off me?
Yes.
I'm having visions of Flood from Halo right now.
I've never played any of the Halo games, so... Grace will also move in, keeping low, keeping cover, and her awareness... She's not getting line of sight either. So, Ariane.
Yes. Ariane will just... I think the only thing I really can do is run to the entrance of the room, I guess.
And you can also give commands to your associates.
Yeah. How far can I move, actually? Where did my move speed go?
Should be 30 something. Yeah, you've got 36 agility, so run is 6 times 3.
I haven't actually... Oh, I've been in combat once on Ariane. My bad. But that was like months and months ago.
Yeah.
So I'm having difficulty navigating the sheet right now. Is there anywhere where it says like all of my speeds?
It's always based on the agility bonus. So 3.
Is there anywhere where it gives all the calculations and everything for that? Because I don't remember what all the multipliers are.
It's 1, 2, 4, and 6, I believe.
Okay, and what are the actions for those?
Half move would be 3 meters. Full move is 6 meters. A charge is 12, or run is 18 in your case.
Okay, she'll just do a full move. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So
9.
6 would be your limit for a full move.
6 is my limit for a full move?
Yes, but if you're doing a run, you can move up to 18.
Okay.
And then there's sprint, but I don't think you're have that talent. So
Well, I guess I'll run then. But that's about as far as I'll go right here because I don't want to go too far ahead. And I'll give a command to Stig and Lit to follow.
okay, they'll be right on your heels, and all three of you. Basically, I'll do one awareness for both of them, but you can also do an awareness as well. Did you want to fake that or risk it?
Well, they say that information is the most valuable commodity, so I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay, so you are at 1 fate point now.
Yeah, Jesus. Okay, that was much better.
Great. All right, so you can see the gunner on the ground with a swarm of green things crawling all over.
Oh no, the Nurglings.
They're chattering and they're hissing and they're giggling. You have pure faith, so go ahead and just give me a. Well, let's see here. You're unhinged, so yeah. You know what? You're not. Oh yeah, you are. You're fearless. You're jaded. You're unhinged. Yeah, you won't have to do a willpower here. But yeah, you know full well that them things ain't right. But your two subordinates, however, did also see these things, so they do have to do willpower.
Woo-hoo.
Although I think you have Into the Jaws of Hell. So
I do have Into the Jaws of Hell.
They will. If you're not afraid, they're not afraid.
That's
They
true.
trust you. So Talia will just get up to behind Haley, and she'll also try to see what in the hell is going on in there. And she's going to turn and look to Shelby with a really mortified look in her eyes of, oh dear Emperor, oh my, oh no. Haley.
I guess I need to roll awareness.
Yeah, you'd rolled earlier, but I don't think. Or no, you didn't roll earlier, did you?
Nope.
Okay, so yeah. By the way, if you guys put your cursor over the Nurglings, what do you see?
A few of Nurglings.
But you don't see any of their stats or...
Nope.
Okay.
Just the picture. 2 of Nurglings.
Okay, good. So, Haley, you don't see what's going on in there, but yeah, pretty much all of you can hear the chattering and the clanging going on off to the side.
Well, for this, actually, it's not my turn. Never mind.
So you're doing a half move into the room, and
VT, I have a question for you.
what's that?
I have a question.
Yes, what is it?
Is strong-minded?
It should say right on your character sheet.
I have my character sheet, not yours.
You can reroll willpower versus mental type psychic attacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I couldn't remember. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, so, Joe, you're doing a half move into the room. Anything else?
Did that let me see anything, or are they like behind something?
Yeah, sorry, let me finish drawing the map. That would have helped you all. Basically, there's a row of shelves and or is this? Yeah, this is visible on the for you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, headache.
I guess I'll do another half move then to see why he's screaming.
Okay. Now there's no way you can miss it. He's on the ground, on his back, flailing around, and he's got little green devil things on him. Roll your willpower. Yep, you're good on that account. And now let's see if you're aware of what these are. You only have Heresy, so no, you don't have Demonology or Warp. Although you do have... So you know what? I'll give you a DC of... Oh, you got a huge intelligence. DC of 44 to determine if you are aware of what these things are. Each degree of success giving you another little tidbit. Okay. So that's a base success. You know that these are nurglings, and they are little, tiny, horrible, disease-ridden things of Nurgle, obviously, as they're called nurglings. That was your turn. Krios.
I switched to Saul.
What was that, Hades? Assault what?
He has a special plasma pistol named Soul, as in the name of our son.
Okay. Has anyone said anything up to this point? Apart from the guy yelling, "Oh dear God, get it off me."
Pretty much, and Talia's eyes tell you, oh, there you go. Haley has just shouted the D word.
Well, Professor's just, yell, "Fucking what?" and run up to the doorway. What do I see?
Let's have your roll. Okay, and on your next turn, though not right now, you will be entitled to a free logic roll. Actually, you know what? You may as well just roll it right now, and then I'll just tell you what will be in effect for your next round.
Okay.
So roll the logic.
Oh, sorry. Nope.
Boy, howdy, nope.
That's the fucking
Okay.
second 100 of the night for me, at least.
Well, they are going to do their roll now. Huh.
For real? Seriously?
Oh, that would have been
Well,
good.
at least it didn't confirm. But at the moment, yep. I think... No, actually, that's actually not a success for them. So despite them crawling all over the guy, he is managing to defend himself well enough as they, try to claw at him or bite him or gouge him with their horns. He's batting them away very awkwardly. But his gun is on the floor next to him that you can see, Haley. And one of the little demonic creatures is heading towards his gun.
Shoot it.
Shelby. Yes. She playing with her dog? Nope. There she is.
Oh, poor puppy.
Okay, and you'd also be entitled to a free Psyniscience as well. Which, okay, Jess. Good luck. Vern. Haley is just right next to you. She pointed and said, demons.
Okay.
Now, basically, as soon as you make visible contact on them, that smell, that familiar smell, assaults your nose again.
Oh, fucking bugger.
Even though you're wearing a gas mask, that smell just somehow bypasses it. It's inside your nose.
Yeah. I would be amazed if it wasn't inside my head, even.
Exactly.
Yeah. So are these guys completely covering the guy, or just some here and there?
Yeah, you can't actually count how many of them there are because they're moving about so much, and they're kind of blobby and pulsating to begin with. But yeah, they're crawling all over his torso, his arms, and there's at least one of them on the ground next to him, moving towards his firearm, which he dropped. They are also really small.
Yeah, I figured as much. I'll just pump a shot at the fucking thing that's going for the gun from my shotgun.
Yeah, you're using a shotgun. That's a scatter weapon.
Yeah, well, is it still close enough that it would, or?
Yes, literally, the thing is, like, it's close enough to touch his shoulder if it just moves its head slightly to poke him with its antlers.
Damn it.
I mean, shotgun would be a great way to clear them off, just, you'll end up shooting him, too.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Although you don't have pure faith, there's something you should roll willpower before we go any further. I'm sorry for forgetting. What is that?
My bad.
And you are nuts, but and you are insanely faithful, so you do get to roll. Oh no, that's not unshakable faith. All right, so still. Yeah, it's funny. You're not fearless. But with that willpower, considering one off.
Damn it.
So that'll be base failure for you. And you also get to do a D100 roll here as well, and choose what you prefer. I think you'll probably prefer the 3. Your next turn is reduced to a half action as you're startled, or you choose mine. You can take no actions until you snap out of it.
Yeah, I think I like the half action next turn.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't get to shoot them this turn, since I'm startled.
Yeah, and actually, you only did a half move to get where you are, right?
Yep.
So also you're just startled right now. Your turn is over. Your next turn you get to act.
I will roll.
Oh.
I would want to roll some. What would be the appropriate skill to see if I? Well, that too. But if I care enough if I hit this guy or not, do I?
Willpower? Do you want to just willpower to decide if you care?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm trying. Yeah. Okay. I'll say willpower because.
Also, give me your demonology roll, though.
Yeah. Basically, it depends. If I succeed, I will, not shoot him with the shotgun next turn. But if I don't, I will shoot him with the shotgun next turn.
Indeed.
I won't shoot him with the shotgun next turn.
Okay, and your demonology?
Not so
In
much.
fact, that is exactly your DC for Nurgle. And so yeah, you, like Haley, know these are Nurglings. They're nasty, they're little, they love to maliciously do horrible things, and they carry diseases. In fact, each of them are probably just a sack of living disease.
Yeah, but probably better that I don't shoot them with the shotgun.
Oh, everybody here's got a gas mask or environmental suit.
Yeah, but I shoot it. I nip the shoot on this guy. He's pretty much dead.
There's that too. Good point.
Yeah. Flame. We need flame.
So Vern is asking for flame. Tyrion, go ahead.
How tall is that? Could I run up to it and vault onto it?
Oh yeah, no problem. It's basically a stovetop, countertop type deal. Actually, that would be the countertop. The one behind would be the stovetop.
Well, then that's what I'm going to do. Only it's probably going to be a normal move action. Or no, it's one too many spaces to be a normal move action. I assume it's acrobatics to not run into it.
Yep.
Or to fall, trip right into it.
You have your one fate point still remaining, I believe.
I'm not
Or
really
be
sure. Out of character, I want Tyrion to see that, so it's probably best she just runs into it.
All right, so I'll say, you have at least the presence of mind to crouch behind cover when she doesn't properly vault over.
Okay.
What you missed is Vern has also seen the group of Nurglings, and he decided not to use his shotgun on them because they're crawling all over, what's his name? I can't actually, Dandel. Tambol.
And Tyrion just failed.
Well, you just said the D word, so... yeah, he's useless now.
Poor guy.
He's just freaking out and blah 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 blah. And the other guy flailing. Because of his penalties due to his emotional state. It's not a bad flail, but his penalties mean he does fail his flail. The warp with this hell. I'm going to save you, Damble. She'll run up and get nice and close and basically she'll see what's going on and come to a skidding stop. She'll be startled too, and she's just looking down at what it is that's crawling all over him. So that was her entire turn. Here, no, actually I should just take these off the list. So Ariane.
Yes, it's my turn.
It is your
Okay. So I guess Vern's in the location that would be best for a clear shot. So maybe I could shoot over. Is this like a counter right here?
this here.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Basically, you were able to see through the, like it's, I'm not sure I can describe it accurately. There's enough of a gap. You see stainless steel, shit.
It's like,
counter.
is it prep space?
Yeah, I'm seeing if I can't find something to professional kitchen. What should I search here? Restaurant kitchen.
I'm pretty sure I know what you mean.
Okay.
It's
So
basically
basically,
just
you could see through the gaps. That's how you could see the little blighters. So you could even potentially take your shot through the gaps as well. But they have cover.
okay. I'll take a shot through the gaps, and at worst, the cover will be reduced.
Okay, so half action aim and shot then.
Yeah. Actually, I could probably do a full action aim shot.
So you're going to spend this as a full action?
Oh, no. Never mind. Yeah, half aimed.
Okay. And which weapon was it that you had ready?
The Carnodon.
Okay. So it's accurate as well. So you've got a DC of 65 at that range. So 75.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Okay. And 17 will hit the what? Actually, you probably should have established in advance what counts as being in cover or not. I forgot you're also shooting into a melee, so they'd be negative 20 to compensate, but not that matters right now.
Yeah.
17 is usually a body shot, so I'll rule that this will be a success in this case.
Okay.
And this you don't act that you get to roll to see if you get Righteous Fury, but it's a Meg type enemy, so you just roll the D10. If it gets a 10, you get a bonus. Otherwise, you don't.
Okay. For some reason, I didn't write down the Carnodon statistics, so give me just 1 second to look those up.
You don't need the stats for it because you're not dealing damage. Just roll the D10 to see if you get a bonus. Okay, so it's just going to be reduced by Meg 1. You see a puff of green that sort of just evaporates after you shot. And you're not 100% sure, but you think you nailed at least one of the little monsters.
Okay.
And what do you want all your troops to do?
I want them to get a clearer shot, I think. Either supporting Vern and Haley or Grace.
Sorry, so get a clear shot, you said?
Yeah.
So
either supporting Vern and Haley or Grace.
Yeah, sorry, but do you want them to actually pull their triggers now? Do you want them to aim? Do you want them to move?
I want them to get into a good position, and then if they can shoot, then they should. Otherwise, they should just wait.
Okay. So, moving positions. Doesn't want to ruin your line of sight, so... Yeah. Okay. Talia will whisper to Shelby, how many? Do you know what kind? And Shelby, I'll let you do a free response if you would like. Actually, let me just double check the distance from Haley. Oh, you're within Haley range. If you want to reply, you'd have to roll. You know you're in Haley range too, so it's your decision. Jess, are you present? I'm guessing not. No. Guessing you just got back, Jess? Okay. Talia was asking, what is it? How many of them? She's basically asking for details. But if you want to respond psychically, you're within range of Haley. So just letting you know that if you want to try to communicate, you would have to roll. So if she's shrugging, I'm guessing she's not doing anything else. Okay. So, Haley.
Okay, I lost track of the one that was going for the gun. Is it still doing that?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot in the head. Half action aim.
The head? It's a nurgling. It's nurgling.
Okay, I shoot it in the nurgling.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so roll a d10 to see if you're getting righteous here.
Just the D10?
Yep. Okay, and that was with your sanctified plasma pistol, correct?
Yep.
So yeah, you don't just... to say you vaporize it would be a understatement. It just sort of disappears in a flash of light. There doesn't even seem to be any trace of residue, like the last one that got killed by a bullet, exploded into a spray of like neat goop and mist. This one is just, it's gone. There is no nurgling where there used to be a nurgling.
Well, that's all
And I
can do
think
this
that
turn.
leaves you with 7 in the clip.
Yep.
Okay. And that was an aim and a shot. So Krios.
So there's nurglings crawling all over the place, and people are shooting them.
At this point, Krios is only aware that there are demons and people are shooting at them.
I will yell, "What's the situation in there?"
Krios refuses to enter the room while there's demons in it.
Well, the entire team is just crammed in there.
Yes.
I don't fancy also cramming in there. I mean, at the moment, there's only Shelby and Talia in the hallway. Just in case someone comes down this super long hallway, I wouldn't mind having, the long-range anti-tank weapon. Also, nurglings. Anti-tank weapon. Fucking come on.
Very good answer.
Well, it would clear them, definitely. And the guy underneath them, but that's beside the point.
Well, it's like using a fucking sledgehammer to kill an anthill. Or rather, to kill the ants. Sure, I'm going to, smash
Single
some-
ant.
Yeah, I might kill a few with one smash, but fucking hell, I'm going to break the fucking anything it's on.
And
So, Haley responded to your inquiry.
I'm not sure what I was expecting, really.
Splitting recording after your turn.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to make an intelligence roll because I can't think what to do in this situation.
Actually, your idea of keeping the rear guard covered is probably not a bad idea, although you might want to seek cover in, like, maybe a doorway or something, because at the moment you are kind of out in the open and people could come at you from 3 different directions.
I'm going to go to that corner because we haven't opened that door yet. I don't
Okay.
want to hide in the doorway and then other demons come out. Because as demons go, nurglings are probably the easiest to deal with. And I don't want, the other demons to have them be, oh, look, blood letters.
Good answer.
I know it's a noble tale.
Alrighty. So Krios is watching backs and Nurglings. Despite, a holy plasma pistol vaporizing one of their own, they're just going to keep up their assault on the guy that they have pinned to the ground.